Topics of the Republic restored through a GCR by Terrates. 1. Political and tax framework. The approval of the One Big and Beautiful Bill abolishing income tax, replacing it with sales tax, marks the beginning of the transition to a new fiscal order. Trump's strong speech and protectionist measures against the European Union indicate a break with the previous globalist model. 2. Activation of the QFS. Official launch of the QFS on May 20, 2025, with currencies backed by gold and mirrored in the new system. On May 21, the public interface was opened, a historic step towards popular access to financial sovereignty. Redemption centers, not banks, are processing exchanges of currencies and ZIM bonds with high values linked to humanitarian projects. 3. NESARA address. A global announcement is planned with the following topics: student and personal debt forgiveness, gold-backed digital currency, income tax replacement, scam banking networks phased out. 4. Early user experiences. QFS wallets with biometric entry and gold-backed balances. Debts being paid off in real time. Banks decommissioning legacy systems to upgrade with quantum technology. 5. Redemption centers operational. Security protocols with encrypted alerts via EBS, emails, SMS. Exchanges of currencies such as ZIM, dinar and dong being made at special rates. Issuance of quantum cards and activation of Q phones. 6. Final phase of the RV process, currency revalidations through gold-backed assets from 209 countries and GCR global currency reset. Everything is ready for the implementation of Level 4B, redemption by ordinary citizens with currencies and bonds. Clear warning, no direct cash will be provided, but funds in sovereign digital accounts. Quantum financial consultants will be present to guide the projects. 7. Let's go to the summary of the week in which everything changed. May 20, 2025. The silence was thick, as if the world was holding its breath. On the surface, the headlines spoke of unstable markets and a new round of international negotiations. But behind the scenes, the old systems were shaking. In the early hours of that day, the codes of the QFS quantum financial system were officially activated on a secure global network. Central banks began to transfer monetary sovereignty to systems linked to real assets. Few knew it, but the start of the new era had been given. May 21. The first confirmations began to circulate through discrete channels. The so-called RV testimonies, revaluation, were released by people who participated in the first exchange contracts. The value of currencies, suppressed for decades, began to be re-established according to the abundance and resources of each nation. Meanwhile, silent military actions neutralized centers of resistance to the old system in strategic areas. The operation was coordinated by intergovernmental alliances invisible to the eyes of the common world. May 22. The energetic tension became palpable. Many reported physical symptoms: headaches, insomnia, inexplicable feelings of euphoria or anxiety. On the subtle plane, it was said that multidimensional portals had opened, allowing the arrival of healing frequencies and planetary reconnection. The Earth was being synchronized with the universal crystalline network, as the elders prophesied ages ago. May 23. The mainstream media was plagued by glitches, temporary outages, and vague announcements. The traditional media seemed disoriented. On the other hand, alternative channels, spiritual messengers, and independent communicators began to announce. The system has failed. A new order is being established. The people inherit what has always belonged to them. It was the first day that many felt the collapse of the old paradigm. May 24. The financial world seemed paralyzed, but the gears of liberation were in full swing. ZIM bonds, bonds considered worthless by the old system, began to be quietly redeemed based on humanitarian plans. The first releases of funds were made to previously qualified groups, whose purposes were based on healing, education, food, and moral reconstruction of humanity. As if on a cosmic clock, revelations began to emerge. Leaked documents, unofficial statements, and even public confessions from previously untouchable figures began to circulate. They knew. They always knew. But now, nothing can be hidden anymore. The global population, between astonished and relieved, began to wake up. And for tomorrow, Sunday, the temples were filled with silent prayers. Not for pain, but for gratitude. It will be a day in which millions of souls spontaneously connected in collective meditation, as if something inside everyone said, "It is now." And for Monday, may the sun rise beautiful and vibrant, may peace reign in the vibrational fields. The Council of Nations restore and reunite for the first time in a safe environment, without cameras, without an audience. Today we start again. For everyone. Without exception. We wish you a great night. May your week be filled with clarity, focus, and well-informed decisions. We remain firm and confident. Gesara was, for the first time, mentioned publicly by an international authority. And the world, as we knew it, is already saying goodbye to the new dawn that resounds in the air. Friends and brothers who listen to us, it is with affection that we are happy for this new stage. We continue here, like yours, help the channel, and until the next video.